Hello, everybody. It is iResler. Welcome back to Settlement Survival. Last time we were here, we had people getting thirsty, and we had people getting hurt. We had some people who came from hospitals. Well, we got a clinic right there. So yeah. So we had two births that occurred last season. And currently, we are waiting on these houses to be built. They're about paused though. And that's because I don't think we're building anything right now by design. If I remember correctly, and we just got a mark there. We got another well for drinking water. And let's take a look at our some of our technologies. So we have that. We don't have anything on there. We have that mining activated. So with that, quarry I think is our next. It's possibly our next. We also have this. What is mining? Oh, okay. Then construction. We have the sawmill, and we have cut stone. Fuel reserves are low. I know agriculture. We have the reed farm active, and then yeah, some of these we need to think about processing. We have the mill. The mill is what we were aiming for. We have knitting, and the mill requires wheat or requires rope. It comes from reed and flax, so that's something we have to think about. And then in this we have the warehouse activated. We don't have active, but we have this, and we think so. Mill is the next thing on the list, and that's mainly because we're growing. That's mainly because we have this flat. Well, not because we have this, because we have cereal. We have oats. And also, the middle is because we want to plant a, okay, so let's look here, administrator. So, we have two people. We have Agatha and Arlene, 20 and 26. Okay, so, experienced craftsmen who are very knowledgeable about processing procedures of various objects. Person engaged in processing, worked in fruit forests for many years, and is very knowledgeable in planting, cultivating various fruit trees, hoping to pass on knowledge to everyone. So we got free yield and we got efficiency processing instructors. We're gonna go with Arlene, because she does what we need her to do. So there she is. That's when seer population gets to a certain level. We're at that level now. So we got this. We got some laborers. We got one laborer actually. So we have 7 people in school too, though. So we have Archer, who's a student. Just take a look at what students we have here. We have some more children coming up from 2 former students, so there's that. There's Sylvia, who's looks like she married a teacher. We have some more children there. So we have 13 children that will be entering school. We have 7 students currently, so it's good. And you want to keep a healthy dose of laborers around for a certain purpose, for cutting things down and such. Because the people who augment your laborers, like your farmers and such, they are not going to be useful at this time. So let's see here. We'll have you gather all of that, and this. So that's something to consider. Oh, and these two. I need to keep this area clear, because we're gonna put some fields there. So this will help us with rope. Yeah, this is why I'm not building, because we got people who are sick. So we got 2 citizens got injured. We got a builder and a farmer, and then we got another farmer and we got another builder. So we have builders that are, so we have our building workshop, builder's cabin, sorry, that has 3 people, and 2 of the people aren't even like fit to work. So that's why we're not building any. That's one of the reasons we're not building. You drink raw water. Well, stop drinking raw water. I think we can actually make that. I think we can actually say that that's a no. That's like that's a thing that you can't do. Yeah. Forbid raw water. Yeah, confirm. No drinking raw water. If you're thirsty, we'll build another well. One worker can handle that, I'm sure. So we got 1 there. We got 1 there. So let's put 1 up here. And then we'll put 1 over here as well. Okay, so lots of food, which is good. And the problem is that people need to work at these, so we might have to cut back on some of the people working in jobs. Like we might have to take someone out of the woodcutter. Although we kind of need those people doing that. What are other jobs that we can cut back on? Let me go cut back on the smithy because the tool shortage is handled. So we're gonna cut back on the smithy. And we have tons of food, so we might cut back on the gatherer. We're actually one of our farmers. Because the amount of oats we're producing is otherworldly. Um, it says you need to have a healthy dose of what's it called? A healthy dose of laborers, but we can't worry about that right now, especially the fact that we just said that you can't have raw water, and we already have 4 people who are thirsty. It's not like we're gonna get rid of the raw water thing is because people are sick from drinking the river water, which I don't know what possesses you to do that. I mean, there is something to be said about maybe we'll put a well down here, but everyone lives up this way, so you want to put it. A surprise number of mosquitoes also increases weak citizens often been infected. Yeah, it failed, but they truly affect citizens' work efficiency. Okay, so prepare more medicine, clean areas with poor hygiene. I say we prepare more medicine. Because we can clean areas, and everything, but, Okay, someone's already working. Then 0 laborers. Okay, yeah, let's take someone out of smithy. So it's currently June, or not June. It was June. It still is June, I guess. But it's Come on, people, finish that up. In fairness, we don't really have to take any laborers out of the from the fields once this is staffed, because once the crops are harvested, that's basically what they turn into. So, although it's always good to have some on hand. Only 3 people are thirsty, which is good. And 2 people are injured, which is better than the 2 people injured and the 1 person is sick. The fuel reserves are still low, which is sad. You get some stone while you're at it. I mean, why not? Might as well cut these down. Oh, we're not going to get that trading ship, but there it goes. I hope some of these people graduate because oh, someone died of thirst. That's sad. And we're building wells. Okay, well, we're actually going to have to take someone. So, if you're no longer a farmer. Laura is now a water gatherer. Okay. Thirsty, desperate for water. Lucky for you, there are wells. There are 4 wells in this settlement. Help yourself to whatever one you want. Where's the next person? You are walking away, actively walking away from a well. I don't think we have it confirmed. Do we have a repair shop? I think we have one. Yeah, we don't have a repair shop. Of course, we don't have anybody demand the repair shop either. So how are our builders doing? Aren't they still the ones that are injured? Oh, it's only the farmer that's hurt now. Okay, that's good. Well, let's build a repair shop so we have it ready to go once we have people ready to work it. So. You know, actually, things growing might be helpful. So if we can gather all those trees and these, and then this one over here, and that tree, and all those. So many different things. that, yeah. We have a whole host of problems. So we're currently in August right now, and so where? Well, let's see. What age are the students? Can we take a look? As students. So we got Remy. How old is Remy? He's 11. Archer's 11. 11. I think all the students are probably 11. Oh, we have 10 students now. So Newman and Arabella went to school for study. So actually, we can probably take a look around here. Oh, they had a kid. So we got a lot of students that aren't going to be ready anytime soon. Because 18 is when they're available, and the oldest ones seem to be 11. Yeah. So if you hear weird barking and weird other sounds, I apologize. That would be the growling outside. That would be the growling of two dogs. One dog is barking at the other one because he wants to play, and the other dog does not want to play and just wants to eat their food in peace. And that is and that is why they are growling, because they just want to have their food, and not have to deal with the other dog. And this in this house, which is common because one dog is going to be 4. It turned 4 in turned 3 in January, and the other dog that we have is 13 years old. So it's a 10-year age gap right now, and they'll be 14 in September. So, so our old dog is just like, no, I'm not on board. Which is funny because in her younger years she was crazy. And life is a game. So, anyways, with that out of the way, such is the passage of time, because the old dog that's growling now used to run all over the place and go crazy. So. And now doesn't run very much at all, and is not happy about it. You throw the ball and she kind of gets angry because she wants to chase it, but she knows she can't. For a long time I theorized that. I theorized that one day her mind would write a check about going after a ball, and your body would be like, I can't do it. You know, like, nope. So you have a lack of raw materials at the smithy. The good thing is we don't have a tool shortage, so to speak. So yeah. I don't know why fuel reserves are low. I mean, I understand that they could be. But the problem is that we have so many things doing fuel. We have a chopping house, which is chopping wood for fuel, and we have a sawmill, which is basically doing the same thing on a more industrial scale, so to speak. And the chopping house can become a sawmill, so we have 4 people, 2 structures, producing fuel, and we seem to be low on it just continually, and I'm just like wondering why. Like, I mean, I understand, a lot of it is lack of resources and such, but even when we're not building anything, I need to put this on hold. Yeah, turn it off for now. And it's just, yeah, I don't know, it just confuses me. So, yeah. We need a workshop for ropes. Ropes, from what I've seen when it comes to building things and like such, a lot of it goes, then needs rope, which like for this. So rope is kind of, we don't have any other books. 15 and 20. Rope is kind of the key, in the sense of building a lot of buildings and like progressing forward. So we need rope. Which brings to mind that Jurassic World, not Jurassic World, The Lost World, the second Jurassic Park movie, where it goes, we need a rope. Rope, anything else? And he's like, yeah, 3 double cheeseburgers with everything on. October now. And I only see 2, okay, now 2 places with the, saying they're cold. And I get that fuel reserves are low. I should really see if I can turn off, not in all notifications, but that. No one's thirsty. No one's injured. Fuel reserves are low, I know, but we're good for now, right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, why we have this low, since nothing's growing, is I'm going to take away 1 farmer, and I'm going to unpause the repair shop, and put... I want to take... And so I'm going to have her do repairs during these cold months, but I think when February rolls around, maybe is when I'll task her back on the farm, so to speak, by basically closing the repair shop and then by extension she'll go back to farming. But we do need those two we need those structures repaired. And so she's currently resting. So what citizens like? I know citizens have a lack of clothing. I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware that a tailor is needed. Confirm. Because the tailor processes leather cotton into clothes, and such. So, yeah, there's also the watermill that you can get going to. I think. Yeah, I think clothing is definitely a need, but the problem with that though, there's somebody named Borg. Okay. Yeah. So gosh, we're at 14 out of 20 students. With 9 kids on the way. I mean, 9 children that will be sick. You hope. Well, some of these children I know aren't going to be there for a while. Where's the one that had that married? Yeah, you have a kid that's, not even a year old. And by the time they're ready to study, I'm hoping that some of these students. Well, actually, let's see how. So at 6, you're still a child. At 8, you're a student. But some of these students, like Remy is 12, will be gone by the time that child is old enough to go to school. So, and then here's another 12-year-old. Yeah, so we'll have some spots open for them. Actually, we need just 3 spots open. Yeah, there's students that are 12 or okay, so there's Jocelyn. So it looks like we have and we have a bunch of 11-year-old students too that will be close to jumping up there. So we should of course the fact that you're hoping that we have more births. So any immigrants? No. Okay, so another ship is on the way. No immigrants are on the way, though. So we're well into November now, so let's speed run through this, so to speak. You are repairing things, right? Working. Okay, good. Traveling merchant is here. Okay. See what he's got. So we got some more silicons. Okay, so let's speed things up through here. I know people are cold. And I know it's a huge problem. I think, they're freezing. Yeah, I think what we may need to do is start a new settlement. In terms of things, because I think by using the things we learned here, because I think what I learned playing this settlement is that we built a lot of buildings like the hunter set and things, focusing so much on food, and it was a great idea, except for the fact that we have tons of food now, except for the fact that after a while you need things, other things, and like you're gun shy about laying off food because so many mouths to feed. But I think we made a lot of beverages now. But I think there were some mistakes that were made, and such in terms of which resources to go after and the sensibilities of I mean, like if we have no hunter, we can basically cut all those woods down there, but we need those woods for the animals, and in terms of expansion, we probably started our settlement in the wrong area. So that will be something that we'll think about, moving forward. But I think I'm going to call it here, guys. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch some survival. I think next time we do this, we'll be going with a new settlement. In terms of the fact that you guys, I see you guys like the Ostrov, we'll be definitely getting back into that. Ostrov has been going well. It's been interesting to say the least. Ostrov is a lot more forgiving when it comes to immigration. It's pretty easy to get another group of people to settle. In fact, in Ostrov, I've been having problems making jobs for people to take, but it is a different beast altogether. So we'll get back into Ostrov before long. That should be a lot of fun. So thank you to those of you who are, and the Tenants is coming. I saw this, you guys have been watching that, so hope you like the Tenants. I'll do a couple more episodes of it, and we'll see if we can find our feet with that game. It's, in my opinion, a bit of an underrated game. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking the time. Make sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. I appreciate it immensely. And until next time, my name is Wrestler, and I'm logging off.